So we're out here in the orchard, or this far orchard, pruning the trees. So I said that in one of my other videos this morning when I was talking about the animals, how we are doing things in preparation for spring. So we have already done the orchards by the house. So this is our far orchard that we have right here. And so we're going to start pruning the trees. And also our berries are in this orchard. So we here's our tools that we're going to use. We have a bow saw right here for when the thick branches. And we have our pruners. We have these pruners. And Sam has the handheld pruners. So we need a lot of tools, and also our other tools that we bring up here are our kids, because we need a lot of hands to pick up the sticks and take to the burn pile, which is we have a fire pit at the end of our orchard here. That's where we're going to burn all of these branches, because you can't keep fruit branches on the ground because it'll make your fruit trees have diseases. So we have to get rid of them. So now here we go. So this is a peach tree that we're doing. No, an apple tree. Sorry. I was confused. We have them all over. They're just a mixture. This is an apple tree. And we're going to start from the bottom to the top. We're going to prune branches that are going up and in to the main trunk. Because, well, the reason we are pruning is because we're wanting to air out the middle of this tree so there's not diseases. You want the wind... You want the wind to be able to go through, because otherwise you're going to have all this dampness in the middle of the tree, and that's what causes the diseases. So there's a trick that people say that you want to be able to throw your hat through the tree and it not to catch on anything, right? So now we don't really prune our trees every year. So you're going to look at this tree, and you're going to say, well, my goodness, you definitely could not throw a hat through that tree. That is because we have not pruned our trees for probably 5 or 6 years. So this is the year we decided to prune them. So, hey. But, our trees did perfectly well. So I'm not, personally me, I'm like, okay, fine, prune them. But, it's not necessary. To me, not necessary, because our trees are doing fine. So we're going to do it right now. Yep. So personally, I say, other people have their own opinions. My opinion is our trees were doing great, but my husband says they're going to do better. So let's see. So here we go. So we're going to start over here at the bottom. Actually, let's start over here at the bottom. And we're going to prune. Actually, it's in the front right here. We're going to prune. So I'm going to prune. I'm going to get on this side. Okay, so here we go. So it looks like this one is going up and in. Do you see this direction? So I'm going to prune this one. Okay, so this one right here. And you could put a 1/4 inch above where it is. Just, you don't have to do it. You don't do it flat. And at an angle. Like this. So that's probably like a 1/4 of an inch. Like that. And we're going to do it like this. And that is at an angle. Like that, okay? And now we're going to do... Now let me see. I think this one would be a good one too. So I'm going to kind of do it like this, but I'm going to do it at an angle. This is a hard one to get. And so the reason also that we're doing this is because this one right here, we're gonna prune this one too right here. Down here though, we're gonna cut the whole branch right here. Yeah, this whole branch. So now this one though, I don't know if I can. I'm gonna try to use this, but I don't know. I might have to use the saw. So let's see what happens. Here, ready? We're gonna do it at an angle. Give me 1 minute, I'll be right back. I got the saw now because it was a thicker branch, but again, the reason that we're doing that you prune your trees is because you want sunlight to come into the middle of the tree to help the fruit production. And also what it's going to do is we're going to help the fruit production by making bigger pieces of fruit. Less fruit, but bigger pieces. this one right here, as you can see, this one is like going straight up right in the middle, right? So I'm going to use the pruners for that because it's not that big around. We're now to the top of the tree. So we'll show you the bottom of it in a minute. So I'm going to prune this one right here. This branch is going up and out. So let me cut it. Kind of tricky being on a ladder. Okay, now we're going to do this one right here above my head, for sure. Okay, now this one right here we're going to do, that's going that way. That one now we might need the saw for it, so hold on 1 second, let me grab the saw. Okay, I got the saw. Takes a little bit with the saw, but it's getting there. There it goes. I got back to the pruners, and we're going to do that one that had those old apples on it up there, and then we're going to do this one too. Okay. Which is what we want. So we will now we're gonna go over to this side right here, this one, and we're gonna do this one. I think I can reach it without moving my ladder. I'll have to move my ladder in a minute though. But I'm gonna do this one right here. I guess I could do that little one too. Kind of in the way. Okay, so now this one, I think this one right here needs to be cut, the whole big one. This one, because see how close? That's another thing. So this is not pointing to the middle and up, but see how close they are? If the branches are laying on top of each other, you need to thin them out as well. So you just kind of look and see which one to keep and which ones to get rid of. But this is too close, too close. So we're going to cut this one. But I don't know, I might need the saw. So hold on. Yeah. Give me a minute, I'll be right back. Okay, so, all right, so now, as you can see the tree, from what it looked like when we first got up here, it's a lot more open. So you can really see the other side of the tree, the sky a lot better. So this tree is going to get a lot more sun in the middle to help all that fruit ripen and produce a lot better. This tree is now going to be able to produce bigger pieces of apples, bigger apples, right? And there's going to be less of them, but they're going to be bigger and healthier and juicier is what the key is, right? And then there's going to be less disease because it's going to have a lot more air and sun. You know, sunlight kills disease so great. So if it's shaded, and because remember, there's going to be leaves here, right? So this looks kind of bad with no leaves, but once the leaves are here, you know, it needs less branches, so you get sun and air. If you have all packed with sticks and branches, and then all the leaves on top of it, it's all clustered together, and then the apples are going to be small. Oh, and then the branches too are skinnier, and they're not very strong. Now they're going to be able to get that's when before you prune it. You know, the things are skinnier, not very heavy, right? But once you prune them, on top of it being more aired out and more sunlight, the branches are going to be able to grow stronger, because you know, once the fruit's here, it gets heavy, right? We have had, our peach trees before, last year actually, split one almost in half, and we had to fix it, mend it up, because the peaches were so heavy. So this will help it tremendously by pruning them, making the healthy branches that we left bigger, stronger, ready for holding that great fruit. So keep watching and see all the wonderful fruit we get this year as the year progresses, and also we will do more pruning of other things on my next video. So thanks for watching. Bye.